Welcome everybody to the Palace, the regular season finale. I'm Spencer Sanchez alongside Jeff Carley. How you doing tonight, Jeff?
I'm doing great, Spencer. It's great to be here. Another fun night in the Palace.
Called into action late. I was walking around the arena. I thought I was going to have to do this game by myself. I ran into Jeff, and he graciously decided to help me out tonight.
Oh, it's great to be here. I sure enjoy this. Enjoy doing this.
A couple things to look out for, Jeff. Abraham Lincoln, I was told before the game, has won 26 straight city games dating back to the winter of 2013. They lost to Lewis Central in their final game of that season, but they have 5 straight city titles.
Wow. Wow. You know, and that's just a testament of what they're doing down the hill there. They have really, Coach Isaacson has really built a strong basketball program down there, and 25 straight city wins. That's amazing. Well, hopefully that streak stops tonight, Spencer.
Would be nice to capture a city title. When's the last time St. Albert had a city title? Do we know?
Well, no, I can't off the top of my head. I don't know.
Okay.
Obviously, it's been more than 5 years since AL hasn't lost it in a while. So
we can confidently say it's longer than 5 years.
Exactly. So, well, another good crowd on attendance here for tonight's game. You got St. Albert coming in, riding a little bit of high emotion here. And AL, they had a nice win the other night over Lewis Central also. So ought to be a fun night, good matchup here for the Falcons as they get ready to roll into tournaments next week.
Yeah, starting with the starting lineups for the Lynx are about to get announced. Jaden Johnson at guard, Josh Dix, the freshman, at the other guard position, Matthew Evans at the forward position, the junior, Caden Baxter, another guard, he's a junior as well, and then Hunter Hendricks. This team, Jeff, only features 3 seniors, and 8 of their players are either sophomores or freshmen, more than half their team.
Yeah.
So,
and I've heard some really good things about Jaden Johnson. There are a lot of folks that are really high on what his future might hold, and a lot of folks I know who know a lot of basketball say that kid's a heck of a talent.
Yeah, just going over some season stats for Jaden. He's kind of like the Matrix from the NBA. He's got 11.9 points a game. He shot the ball 192 times, which really stuck out.
Yep.
He has 158 assists, 37 steals, and he's averaging 6.9 rebounds. So there's not really an area of the court that he doesn't excel in and do well for the Lynx.
Yeah, he's filling up the stat sheet. You can sure tell there, and like a lot of the folks, some of the folks I've talked to have said, this kid has got a lot of upside. He's got a lot of upside, so it could be fun to watch him, and it's going to be fun to see what the Falcons do to try to help kind of slow and contain him.
Senior Hunter Hendricks is leading the team with 12.8 points. He's shooting 81% from the free throw line, and he's drained 36 threes this season. So look out for the deep ball from Hunter Hendricks tonight. As we go through the starting lineups here, with the new head coach midseason, Jeff, under Larry Peterson, the Falcons are 4-3, and more importantly, they've won 3 of their last 4. Tight game in Creston, could have been 4 in a row, but looks like the Falcons have righted the ship, and hopefully it'll be a good game tonight.
I hope it's going to be a good game, and you're exactly right, Spencer. Sure looks like the Falcons are kind of coming together at the right time of year. Mm-hmm. We knew going into this year that we had a lot of guys who were going to kind of see their first really heavy varsity roles. And it was going to take a little time to get those guys to play together and start to understand how to play together, because they really never played much JV or anything together, especially with a lot of the sophomores. So you can see this team really coming together at the right time, and they're going to be a really, really tough out the next 3 weeks. And as they get into playing 1A teams, they're going to be a handful for everybody, I think. So.
One thing Coach Halling did do was schedule tough opponents this year, so they've at least been battle-tested, and when they reach the playoffs and they're playing just other 1A schools, hopefully they have a little edge because they have been playing stiffer competition, not only in Iowa but also in Nebraska as well.
I agree, and that's always been one of the great things about what we do, Spencer. We got the sportsmanship prayer.
That could have been a Blue Jay game. That was so well done.
I know. That was, well, a very talented young lady there.
What were you saying there about competition?
We were kind of talking about, you know, as we get rolling in tournaments here next week, there isn't much we haven't seen. You know, if somebody comes out with size, well, we've seen size. Someone comes out with a press, we've seen press. Somebody wants to run zone, we've seen zone. You know, we have had a look at a little bit of everything, and we've seen some really good teams. So there isn't much that we should see over the next couple of weeks that should have our boys in awe or wondering. So.
Going over the Falcons starting lineup, Jared Gass, Lance Wright, Sam Rollis, Ryan Hughes, and Reed Miller, which has pretty much been the starting lineup all season long.
Yep.
Falcons go about 9 deep, sometimes maybe even 10, so good depth on this team as well. So plenty on the bench to help out Coach Peterson tonight.
Absolutely. Falcons control the tip.
Going to give it up to the point guard, Hughes. Looks like they're running a little bit of a man.
Yep.
And high energy so far as Hughes is being guarded by Johnson, yeah. Lance Wright finds Gass in the middle. He'll do a couple moves. Great footwork by Gass. He gets it up and in. First lead of the game.
Good bucket by Jared. Good, strong bucket.
He's got that great footwork inside. He's been able to create his shot once he gets that close to the basket. Kind of a wild pass there. Ends up in the hands of Johnson. Drives to the hoop and misses.
Floater,
Hughes with the rebound. Gonna bring it up court. And he tries to drive into 2 links. He gets it to Lance, who shoots the 3.
Oh.
A little short.
A little short of the AL student body letting him know. So that's part of that. You know what? If you're going to shoot, you're going to miss occasionally like that, and you'll hear about it. So no harm.
I think it grazed the rim, though. They said air ball. I don't know if that's accurate.
I can promise you that won't affect Lance's confidence. That boy is infinitely confident. So
Johnson with the ball again. Tried a no-look pass to Larry Peterson, who caught it out of bounds.
And I think Johnson knows that Coach Peterson's probably the best basketball player in the gym. So he knew he wanted to get the ball in the hands of a scorer. So
he's got great court vision.
He does have
good
great court vision. Good instincts. Get the ball in the hands of Coach Peterson and let him go to work. But I don't think Coach Peterson's going to want to score for AL tonight. So.
Lance being guarded tightly by Hunter Hendricks. And he tries to get it inside to Rollis. The ball goes off of links, and it'll stay Falcon ball. So high energy as you would expect. As you mentioned, great crowd, both sides. This is obviously a city game, also a neighborly game.
Neighborly game, and winner of this wins city.
That's right.
You know what? I mean, both teams both been undefeated in their previous city games, so nice little bit of honor. A little bit of honor on the line tonight.
Yep,
so.
Those bragging rights are important.
Absolutely.
Hendricks drives inside. He gives it up to a slashing Chinwath. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Josh Dix.
Yep.
There's 2 number 4s in the program.
We don't need any more confusion. We can already bring ourselves. They'll be giving us dual numbers.
Jared Gass with another shot.
Nice bucket.
Another bucket. That's 4 for Gass, 4 for the Falcons.
Well guarded by AL. Just good shot by Jared.
Showing a little bit of a press early on. Johnson and Hendricks. I think they've seen that a couple times. They handle that well. Get it across midcourt. Into the hands of Caden Baxter. Top of the key. He finds Dix. Over to Hendricks. Hendricks all along the watchtower there. Looking at the wing and just kind of feeling out this defense here.
Feeling it out. St. Albert student body helping keep track of AL's dribbles and passes. So
nice shot there by Dix. 3 ball is good.
That's very thoughtful of our student body. So
5 minutes left here in the first. 4-3. St. Albert on top early. Yeah, this reminds me of the Lewis Central game not too long ago with the student sections going for it, and that's a block.
That's going to be a block. That's going to be a block on Matthew Evans, his first foul. It's going to put Jared at the line for 2.
Good call. Jared got in deep. Evans kept moving his feet, never really got set. He got bowled over, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a charge.
And that's a good call by the official.
Jared goes 1-2. Reed Miller with the rebound, and he gets hacked 2 early team fouls for the Lynx here in the first.
You know, a somewhat missed play on that LC victory the other night off of one of our missed free throws at the end of the game. Reed Miller came up with the rebound off of that.
Oh, amazing.
And that was our final possession where we ended up next getting fouled, getting the free throw to put us ahead. And Reed has just got a nose inside. That kid can come up, he can come up with loose balls and offensive rebounds like no other. Hughes for 3. Got it.
Nailed it. Nothing but nylon for Ryan Hughes.
Baby.
8-3 early on. Good guys.
Coach Peterson has got to be happy with what he's seeing from the Falcons so far. Kids shooting with confidence, attacking the basket. Not one bit in awe of this AL team. And this is a good AL team. This is a really good AL team.
I think that Lewis Central game had to help. You're playing at home, similar environment, similar raucous crowd.
No, I completely agree. This isn't a situation our guys aren't used to. Nice tip by Sam.
Sam with 45 steals on the season, so he's always getting his mitts on the ball.
Yeah. Three-pointer there by Josh Dix.
Oh, good defense by Johnson. Forced the turnover by Hughes. We're at just under 4 minutes, 8-6 St. Albert.
I got a feeling Coach Peterson's going to tell Hughesy that to look at passing that ball up and don't let Johnson lean on him quite so hard.
Yeah, Johnson's been all over him tonight.
Yeah.
He finds Dix inside, who misses. Gass with the rebound.
Good board by Jared.
Gass averaging 7.4 rebounds on the season. Oh, another foul.
Yep.
This time on number 20, Andrew Christensen, who's the first sub for the Lynx. That's 3 team fouls on them early on in this contest. No fouls for the Falcons yet. Hughes to inbound. He finds Rollis underneath. Rollis gets him up in the air.
Sammy's on the free throw line.
And that is number 4 on the Lynx, number 1 on Josh Dix. So next foul, the Falcons will be in the bonus.
Boy, Sam, nice use of a pump fake there. First free throw, a little short by Sam.
You mentioned that LC game. I know we like to relive that because it was such a fun game, but free throws were key down the stretch as well for the Falcons during that game.
Absolutely, and LC missed a few. You know, I mean, they had a chance to kind of salt that game away, and they never did. They missed some shots at the free throw line, and it came back to kind of haunt them.
Rollis does miss both there. Hopefully his only misses at the free throw line tonight. That'd be nice. Johnson, silky smooth. Nice jumper from the free throw line. And we're all tied up at 8 with 3:20 left to go. And they get Lance Wright on the travel there. Looks like Tyler Reese is going to be coming into the game for the Lynx. And he'll be checking in for Hunter Hendricks. Hendricks, their leading scorer, goes out of the game early. Johnson with the ball. Finds Christensen.
That young man can shoot.
Swings it over to Reese, who nails the 3.
I've watched that young man for years work really hard at his basketball, and he has turned himself into a really nice shooter. Oh, baby.
Hughes a little bit of English on that ball. Another
Coach
turnover.
Peterson coaching on the sidelines hard here, trying to get through to his Falcons what he wants to see them do.
Yeah, we talk about the players all the time. This is all new to Coach Peterson as well, so having that LC game under his belt, you know, the raucous environment, that sort of thing, he's got the experience now of a game like that. Oh, great pass inside from Johnson to Dix. Back out to Christensen. They work it around back to Dix, and from the corner.
Number 55, Christian
Tidiane.
Yep.
Yep, they're hitting from outside, 14-8 AL.
Yep. First one on Jared. Moving screen. He did it.
He did, and they're really emphasizing that call this year.
And you know what, Spencer, that's at every level of basketball now. I mean, it's college, it's high school, it's even down in the junior high levels. They're calling that, and I think it's a good thing to help kind of clean the game up a little bit.
I called it in a pickup game the other night. A guy looked at me side-eyed. I say, hey, you know, we're calling them tight now.
Absolutely. Watch a little basketball. You'll see it's getting called everywhere.
Another three-point attempt by the Lynx. This one, no good. Pull down.
Yep.
A lot of contact there on the wing. I'm not sure. Did they call a foul? Or, yep.
They called a foul. I think it's going to be on Reed.
Yep. Miller's first foul, Falcons' second. Kind of tough to tell. They both got tangled up there.
They did. They did.
Thought they're going to have to break out the wrestling mat here.
I know.
Jeff.
I know. It sits right in front of us.
It's a 2-point takedown, wasn't it? I don't know much
Exactly.
about the scoring, but that's what it looked like.
I don't either. Yeah.
Lynx to inbound the ball.
Up top to Johnson.
I'm going to see the ball in that young man's hands quite a bit tonight.
Yeah, you are.
Reese over to Hendricks and then ends up back in Johnson's hands. Reese from 3 thought about it.
Oh, he did.
He had a shot. Hendricks misses the 3. Rebound,
It
Rollis.
was a good rebound.
Should mention Aiden Antisdale and Cy Patterson have checked into the ball game for the Falcons. Patterson with the ball up top, surveying the situation. He's going to find Gast outside. Gast is going to drive, do some footwork, shoot from the free throw line a little short. Reed Miller right there at the rebound, and a foul. Foul on number 20. That'll be Christensen's second.
That's Reed's second offensive rebound of the night already. More to his heady play inside. That kid does a heck of a job in there.
Early in the season, you weren't really seeing a lot of rebounding from the Falcons. That was actually a weak point of the team, but they've definitely cleaned that up.
They have, and you know, and as you play together more, you get a sense of where your buddy's going to miss from. And you start to get that understanding. Shot goes up where that rebound may come off. You know, everybody's got a little bit of a pattern, and they have. Obviously, the Falcons have started to kind of pick that up. And now we've got Connor Cherney and Jeff Miller joining the play on the floor here.
I just got a text that despite him just being a sophomore, Johnson is getting looks from the likes of Creighton, Iowa, UNI, Drake, Wisconsin, and Virginia Tech. Those are some pretty good schools.
You know, I've heard a few of those. You know, that's not too bad, I guess. Yeah.
It'd be nice if Creighton got him. I'm a Creighton grad.
Oh, absolutely.
Local guy.
Hey, you know what? You'd love to see as much of our local talent stay here. Stay local. You know, for heaven's sakes, don't end up at Virginia Tech or Wisconsin. Let's keep it in state or keep it local. So.
Absolutely. Lynx working the ball around. Minute 10 left to go here in the first. 14-10. A little scooper by Hendricks.
Nice play by Hendricks there.
His first bucket of the game.
Nice play.
16-10. Antisdale can't handle the pass from Patterson. Antisdale, a receiver on the football team for the Falcons. Looked like he tried to run before he had the ball in his hands.
Absolutely. And Coach Peterson is wanting his players to take the ball to the basket and stop this side-to-side stuff and get after the Lynx and match their intensity.
You know, I'm used to NBA rules. The Falcons are not in the bonus yet at the 5-foul mark. I've been watching too much NBA, Jeff.
I know.
Get the rules all mixed up. But they do have 5 fouls, the Lynx do, so it'll only matter of time, hopefully.
Yeah, a couple more fouls will be up for shooting free throws a little more, and obviously Lynx holding the ball for the last shot of the quarter here. 24 seconds left.
They're up 16-10, and they're really testing our powers of filling dead air.
They are, and they're starting to little communication going on. They're getting ready. I'm sure they're going to take off here. Probably about 8 seconds to go. And here we go.
Hendricks going to try and drive right through the lane. Oh, he traveled. At first
nice
I thought they were going to call a foul.
Yep, nice play
that's
by
a good
Connor.
no call.
Good step over by Connor to help.
He thought he was going to get the contact, but it wasn't there.
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Antisdale puts it up from 3. Oh, just missed.
Looks good, but yeah. Well, into the first quarter, Falcons down 16-10. You know, Falcons have shown some good things. You know, when we kind of attack the paint and meet their defensive intensity with our offensive intensity, we've got along just fine. When we get a little soft and passive is when we seem to be struggling. I would imagine the quarter break here, Coach Peterson's going to be emphasizing that point to keep attacking on offense.
Yeah,
We've had success.
They had some really good shooting from the three-point line that quarter. I mean, that's a different 6 points right there.
Yep.
Just summarizing the scoring, Gast is the leading Falcon with 5 points. Hughes has 3, and Reed Miller with his 2 free throws has 2 to make it 10 for the Falcons. Yeah, I agree. I mean, down 6, obviously, you know, you'd rather be up 6, but at least they showed a lot of promise. They showed they can handle a game like this.
Yep.
And should be exciting. Should be a close game.
It ought to be a good next 3 quarters here. And the Lynx are going to come out start the second quarter with the ball. So obviously, I'm sure Coach Peterson's talking to his guys about get a stop and get a score. Start the quarter off strong. and try to match the intensity that AL is pouring on you on the defensive end with some offensive intensity. So.
And these Falcons are no strangers to a deficit. They were down 11 heading into the fourth quarter against Lewis Central, came back and won that game and fought through that deficit. So 6 points is nothing, Jeff.
No. And you know what? We've battled out of holes all year.
Yeah.
You know, about every game we've gone to, it seems like we've had a little bit of a deficit to dig out of at some point. The boys are not. This is not an area. This is not a situation they're not accustomed to being in. So.
Hendricks passes up a 3, gets over to Johnson, who finds Dix. Number 42, Noah Sandboth, is checked into the game for the Lynx. Coach Peterson goes back to his starters to start the second quarter.
Yep, Falcons open up in a 1-3-1 here.
Hendricks looking for something.
Looks like the Lynx are going to be really patient on this here and figure this thing out.
Working around the perimeter. Hendricks finds Johnson, passes up a 3, drives, baseline too hard and too far behind the hoop.
Oh, we got a foul. We got a foul on Reed.
Yeah, that shot looked a little too off to
something had
something,
happened.
yeah.
Yeah, you kind of wondered something must have happened there, and we were hoping we had a block on it and not a foul. So someone got a hand on the ball. So first free throw by Johnson, good.
Second one on Miller, so he'll come out for Miller. Jeff and Reed, brothers.
St. Albert's still sticking to that unwritten rule of 1 Miller per court at a time. And before the broadcast is up tonight, I'm going to figure out some way to make fun of John Miller. My usual little dig at him every night. So, oh, Lance.
You do what you got to do. It's in your contract,
it
Jeff.
Is.
You do what you got to do.
Lance found himself in a tough spot there, trapped between Hendricks and Johnson. And
Hunter Hendricks, their leading scorer, is heading to Graceland to play hoops next year. Johnson with a nice pass as he drives.
Graceland, I believe, is the NAIA Division I defending national champions right now.
That looked like a clean block to me, but they say Gass got him on some of the body.
Yep.
Calling a little tighter now on the AL side. Gass picks up his second as well. So we have 4 fouls, but split between Gass and Reed Miller. So it looks like Connor Cherney is going to come in and spell him.
2 fouls on our 2 seniors. That's not the ideal thing at this juncture of the game.
And Evans hits his first free throw. 18-10, 7 minutes left to go here in the first half.
Falcons now playing 3 sophomores and 2 juniors on the floor.
Makes them both. Yeah, you got to think that'll be that way for at least a few minutes here.
Right.
Don't want to pick up 3 in the first half.
I imagine Coach Peterson's going to really watch how, the score of this game, what it gets to be. And
Lance breaks the double team. He has to double pump at the free throw line. Puts it up short, and then Rallis got the rebound but stepped on the line on his way.
AL kid did a nice job to disrupt Lance's shot there. Got in front of him and caused him to have to take that double pump, and obviously came up a little short there.
Johnson finding Dix on the baseline. Passes up a 3. Back to Johnson. Works it to Hendricks around the horn. To Baxter. Back to Hendricks. And Hendricks finds Dix in the corner. And that's no good. Rebound Hughes and a foul. Those kinds of fouls get us closer to the bonus. And that guy, is clearly a rebound. Should have laid off.
Yep.
We'll take it. That's 6 fouls now on the Lynx. That foul was on Caden Baxter, his second, so he'll check out.
His dad is a famous official.
Okay.
Randy Baxter does a lot of the big games around here. Has done a really great job officiating for the last, I'll bet you, 15, 20 years.
Lance Wright getting aggressive, taking Coach Peterson's advice.
Yep.
Gets it out to Rallis on the wing. 6:14 left to go here. Falcons down by 9. Rallis got it stripped and couldn't get back to it. Hendricks going downfield finds Johnson. Johnson with jump shot short. And Connor Cherney with the rebound. He gets it into Wright. Wright brings it across half court. And yeah, like you said, Johnson is all over Hughes.
Yeah, he is. Boy, he's making it rough on Hughesy tonight there. And it just, as soon as Hughesy goes put that ball on the floor, he is going to be all over him.
A lot of contact on the shot and on the rebound. No call. Hendricks
on the attack.
To Johnson. Nice touch pass by Johnson.
Wow.
And the foul. That's Josh Dix with the layup.
Boy, that is a thread the needle pass there.
Foul's going to be on Lance Wright, his first. Falcons 5th. Yeah, I can see why schools are looking at this kid. Imagine what he'll be like in 2 years when he's a senior.
Yeah, he's a sophomore, probably, what, 15 years old? Nice little ball player so far. Nice heady ball player there.
The and one is good. 3-point play the old-fashioned way, 22-10. Falcons yet to score here in the second quarter. 5:32 left to go.
We're on a little bit of a drought here, aren't we? We haven't scored in a while.
Reed Miller works it around to Antisdale. Antisdale with Johnson on him now. He's got the pass out to Cy Patterson for 3, just short. Antisdale with the long rebound. He drives, no good off the glass. Rollis
jump ball.
Gets the rebound, they call it jump ball.
Sammy working hard on the offensive boards as always.
Yeah, when the shots aren't falling, you got to get it done on the boards and on the defensive end. Which
Absolutely.
Hard to do when you got the likes of Johnson and Hendricks out there, but
yeah, I've got to believe. You know, we got a lot of young kids out here right now, and they're gonna get this AL defense figured out. You know, our starters when they came in first, they got it figured out. These young guys will get it figured out. Coach Peterson's going to help them through this, but it's just going to take a little bit of time here. And right now, it's just as Falcon fans, it's a little hard to watch for them, but.
Jeff Miller
figured out next couple minutes.
Getting fouled by Tyler Reese on the putback there. So now 7 team fouls on the Lynx, and now we are in the bonus, the 1-and-1. Jeff was shooting, so he gets 2 free throws, makes the second.
Brings Falcons up to 11 points for the night, down 22-11.
Johnson gets it to Reese, back to Johnson. He's double teamed, top of the key, jump ball.
Nice job, Aiden.
Possession arrow to AL. Yeah, what a heady play by Aiden. They double-teamed him, and he looked like he was going to break it and find an open man, but Aiden got his mitts in there and forced the jump ball.
Tied him up. Coach Isaacson wasn't particularly happy with Johnson's thought of trying to split that double team as opposed to just passing out of it.
The miss inside by Evans. Rebound Falcons. Patterson and Rollis working it to Reed Miller, Jeff Miller, and he makes it. 2 more for Jeff, 3 now
nice
for him.
Nice play by Jeff. Nice play by Jeff. You just know that came from his mother's side of the family, not his father's. So
there it is.
Yeah, there you go. Gotcha. Now we have in our contract you can never let him on this microphone. So he can never have access to this platform to do to me what I'm doing to him. So
I'm gonna be neutral. I'm gonna be Switzerland on this one.
There you go. Good call. No, in all seriousness, I've had a lot of good times with John Miller over the years. We've sat through a lot of good basketball games together, and we've coached some together. I've enjoyed him quite a bit our years here at St. Albert.
Lynx with the ball, work it to Reese in the corner. He fakes the 3. Hendricks gets an open 3. Long, rebound, Cherney gets it to Miller. Up ahead to Patterson, Tries to work the baseline, finds Antisdale. Cherney passed up a 3, driving inside, nice move.
Nice job, Connor.
Using his left hand.
Hey, just like I said, these guys start getting this stuff figured out, start to score.
22-15, 3:44 left to go here in the first half.
Just need a little time to look at that, see that Lynx defense and figure out how to attack it.
Reese to Hendricks, back to Johnson, over to Dix. Dix back to Johnson. Reese in the corner, he's wanting it.
Got it. Nope.
Oh, just long. Yeah, he was sitting there patiently waiting, and he was waiting for a good pass, which he got from Johnson, but missed the shot. Rebound Falcons. Antisdale going to drive as well. Little scoop doesn't go on the baseline. Rebound Johnson. Johnson going to be aggressive as well. A little too aggressive. Ball's loose on the floor. Jump ball. Falcons ball.
Well, you like seeing a lot of white jerseys on the ground going after that. Good effort.
Yeah, you mentioned we have a lot of young players in the game right now, but they're not playing like young players. They're playing aggressive. They're playing smart basketball.
Yep, and like we said earlier when we started the broadcast, we've seen a lot of stuff this year. So these guys, this isn't new territory to these guys.
Antisdale looking for some help. Gets it over to Rollis. Top of the key being guarded by Dix tightly. He's going to drive. Finds Connor Cherney on the baseline. He's going to drive.
Nice job,
no
Connor.
shot on the floor. Will be shooting 1-and-1 though.
Yep.
Connor will. Foul's going to be on 55, Mr. Christian Tidiani.
Connor a chance to cut in the 7-point AL lead.
Yeah, 2:45 left to go here in the half. And it looks like we have
Jack Eichholt.
Jack Eichholt in
Jack
the ball
Eichholt
game.
just came on the. Got it.
Trinity makes
Connor.
the first. That's the important one.
Yep. AL lead trimmed to 6.
Like you mentioned, they got to keep being aggressive, Jeff. When you're in the bonus, you want to drive and try and draw these fouls just like Connor did.
This is free chances to score. You know what? And when you're behind and you got the chance to score and the clock is not running, that really helps you out.
22-17, 2:40 left to go here in the half. Johnson over to Dix. Dix back to Johnson. Nice zone being run by the Falcons here. They mix it up with zone and man. Johnson going to drive, finds Reese. Reese really wants to pull the trigger, but he doesn't. Dix going to drive back out to Johnson for 3. And he nails it.
Got it, yep.
And he pointed to somebody in the crowd. I'm not sure.
Yep.
Maybe that was a scout from Creighton.
Yeah, exactly. Coach McDermott. You know what, kid? You can point to him. That's great. I don't blame you. I would, too. Going to get a traveling call there on Cy.
Yeah, his foot slid a little bit.
Yep.
I was hoping it was maybe a foul, but
yeah.
I knew better.
I know.
25-17, 2:08 left to go here in the second quarter. Johnson brings the ball across half court. No pressure from the Falcons. Thinks about a long 3, passes it up to Dix. Dix looks over at Reese. They're guarding him well. Dix going to drive long on his shot. Oh,
wow.
Johnson almost put that back one-handed.
Yeah, he did.
Zion style.
I know.
Cy Patterson with the jumper.
Good look. Good shot.
Yep. Oh,
there they
little
go.
collision there at midcourt on. Nice pass. Good job by Dix. Nice touch. 27-17. Lead pushed back up to 10. Andisdale going strong, and he gets it thrown on the glass by Johnson. Nice block. Dix on the other end misses. Short.
Oh.
Rebound. That was Noah Sandboth.
Yeah.
6'4" sophomore. Just too much size down there. Not enough Falcons on the fast break,
Yeah.
D.
Foul on Jeff Miller. I think that's his first. Boy, I'll tell you what, AL just exploded. We had cut that lead down to, what, 5?
Yeah.
And
22-17.
Yeah, and now it's
29.
back. Yeah, it's up to 12 again. Boy, oh boy, they come out of there fast.
Andisdale over to Eichholt, back to Andisdale.
Eichholt, Miller in the corner.
Side top of the key, another travel.
Okay, as you can see with the Falcons, we start going to side, and we struggle. We start attacking the paint, having the ball go to the rim. We have success, and I'm sure Coach Peterson is going to be emphasizing to our guys. We have got to attack.
Right.
And when we start going side to side and everything gets passive, that really plays into AL's length and their athleticism.
Speaking of athleticism, right on cue, Johnson with the nice layup.
Yeah, he looks like he's getting ready to kind of try and take this game over a little bit. You can see him playing with a little more energy again.
Miller over to Patterson with the
good drive.
Shot from the free throw line doesn't go.
But that's still a good offensive possession. We got a good look, and we got both feet in the paint with the ball. There's nothing wrong with that possession. Of course, you'd like to make the bucket, but that's still a good look. And you know, we're down 14. They got the ball. Our 2 seniors have had to sit here most of this second quarter. So we're not in a bad spot. This is a spot our guys we can come out of this hole.
Johnson, top of the key, is going to drive now with 7 seconds left. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a foul with 0.3 seconds on the clock. Nice drive by Hendricks.
Yeah.
That's going to be on Cherney, his first.
We just bumped him right on the head there, it looked like, as he was going to the basket.
Falcons' 8th foul to match the Lynx. Won't matter anymore with less than a second on the clock, but first free throw is good for Hendricks. And so is the second. 33-17 at the half. We're going to take a quick break. The dance team is going to do their palm routine, and then we'll be back after that. should have been helping you with this. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, I've been doing the announcing.
Wait, you got to do what?
I've been doing the announcing, so I forgot to.
Change it? Oh.
Whoops.
Wait. Oh, it's still.
All right, second half, getting ready to get going here. 33-17, Lynx over the Falcons. Take a quick opportunity to thank our sponsors. Glass Doctor, Council Bluffs serves business, home, and auto owners in Council Bluffs, Carter Lake, Neola, and surrounding areas. This locally owned business offers quick and affordable glass services. Let our trusted glass specialists install, repair, replace, and renovate your glass products. Our team is dedicated to helping you achieve your desires, whether it's customizing your home glass decor, installing reflective glass at your office, or repairing or replacing your windshield. The professionals at Glass Doctor won't disappoint you. Call the Glass Doctor today, 712-323-3112.
You know, Spencer, you know you've done this enough that when you get over and they ask you, how are things going? I tell them, you know what? We forgot to do the reads.
forgot to give love to our sponsors. That's how
we
good it's
forgot
going.
to give love to our sponsors and pay the bills.
Where's Matt Madsen when you need him?
I know. I'm going, man, you've been at this long enough. If I'm already, first thing I think of is, you know what? We didn't do any reads.
AL starting with the ball. Nice strip by
nice.
Rollis. He's got a layup.
That a boy. Good start for the Falcons.
Wallace picking up his first 2 points of the ball game.
Coach Isaacson quite unhappy with that start.
Falcons showing some pressure here to start the second half. Johnson, those one-handed whip passes, gets it into Evans, who can't make the layup.
Well, looks like what'd they call?
I think just out of bounds, I
Out of
believe.
bounds, is it?
Yeah.
Well, they got a first team foul.
Oh, okay. I didn't see
So,
it was on.
Yeah, they number 5.
Okay, Evans. All right.
There we
Guy
go.
who missed the layup.
Oh, YouTube
All right.
family, we will get with the program here.
We're still at halftime here, even though the game started.
We're too busy talking and chatting amongst ourselves here to pay attention to what's going on in the game. Oh,
Ryan Hughes trying to work it into Miller, who's trying to get position. Might have been pushed a little bit in the back.
yeah.
Either way, it's a turnover, AL ball.
Well, Spencer, I imagine the halftime talks were pretty predictable. Coach Isaacson, I imagine, is telling his young men that, you know, focus on what's been working for us. And, you know, when they get their tempo up and when they get their intensity going, they're a handful for us. And I imagine Coach Peterson is talking to our guys about, you know, same thing. You know, we've got to match their intensity, got to play as hard as they're playing, and we have got to keep attacking on offense.
Josh Dix with the carry there. Falcon ball. They get in and gas, and when he gets that close, he does damage. He gets fouled there on the floor. Foul's going to be on Evans, his third.
Looks like Coach Peterson is getting ready to go right back into Jared. Get him going again here to start the second half for the Falcons.
Christian Tidiane checks in for Evans.
Leaning on Jared right away, right from the start.
Yeah, it's 6'2". Definitely a big kid, Tidiane.
Yeah, he is.
Right outside, gets it to Reed Miller in the corner. Dumps it off to Gass on the baseline. That Gass is going to drive. A little footwork. A little short on the bucket, but
Yep.
Falcons retain possession. Did everything with that play except make the shot. Really nice footwork by Gass on that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
And he gets so high up on those shots that you're not going to block his shot very often.
And, you know, and he's got the ability to kind of change his release point on his shot. You know, he's a little bit like Patrick Mahomes. He can move that ball around and get it around a shot blocker. That's not something every scorer can do.
Almost loses the ball. Does find Reed Miller underneath, who gets blocked but is fouled. I didn't think one of our players would get compared to Patrick Mahomes tonight. That's refreshing, Jeff.
That is refreshing, and I'll tell you what, it takes a special type of announcer to come up with that. So.
Did John Miller call you that? A special type of announcer?
He called me other things. But we don't. This is a family show, so we won't cover that tonight. But
Reed makes the first free throw, 20-33 Falcons. Or I'm sorry, AL. Wishful thinking.
Well, hey, let's hope it ends that way.
21 now for the Falcons. 12-point deficit. 6 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Still showing that pressure. Trying to cause some turnovers, which AL has a few of those already, and some fouls early in this third quarter. Lynx break the pressure, work it to the baseline to Dix. He drives back outside to Johnson, who finds Baxter in the corner, and he hits that corner three. That's the best place to shoot a three on the court.
Yep.
Back up to 15.
AL did a nice job running their offense, just looking for a good open shooter.
Ryan Hughes looking to drive. Nothing going there. Works it outside to Gass, who finds Miller. Miller's going to drive. There's that aggression.
Yep.
And I'm not sure how that isn't a foul, but out of bounds on AL, so our ball.
Not sure either. When you end up on your face with a guy on your back, that was
at least the body contact it looked like from here.
Might have been some of that, and then some. So
They work it into Gass, and again driving. You're not going to block his shot, and he makes it.
No, you're not. Like he showed there. He went up with one spot, ended up moving that shot over to his right to get that thing off cleanly.
Johnson with the ball. I don't think Johnson's seen the bench tonight. Probably won't.
No.
Nice drive by Dix. Good D by Miller, but Dix just gets a little higher. Yep,
hung in the air and put it in.
38-23, 5 minutes left to go here in the third. Oh, nice seal by Rollis.
Oh.
Misses the layup. Johnson with the rebound on the drive, and he's going to keep it himself. A little too hard, a little too fancy, I would say. Reed Miller with the rebound. Right up ahead of Hughes. Hughes is going to drive and shoot. A little too hard off to the right side. Dix with the ball. Johnson gets it from Hendricks, and he is fouled on his way up. And I think he was going to go above the rim there, but the foul prevented that.
I think he was ready to put that home. Going to probably dunk that thing home, it looked like.
What's the over-under on dunks tonight, do you think, Carter?
You know what? I would say we should set that at least one.
One? Okay.
We've seen Johnson already try to put one back on an offensive.
That would have counted as two, I think.
I would have too. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. At minimum, two.
He misses the first free throw. 15-point lead, 38-23, 4:48 left to go in the third quarter.
Jeff Miller, Cy Patterson, and Aiden Anstall have just joined the Falcons on the floor.
A little too hard on the pass.
Yep.
He had Miller on the backside,
idea.
Jeff Miller on the backside. Great idea. Just a little too much on the pass there.
A little too tall for Jeff, so a little too tall for Jeff.
Johnson's going to bring it up. Tyler Reese, Hunter Hendricks, Christian Tidiane, and Andrew Christensen in the ball game for the Lynx. A nice drive-in dish there. 40-23.
We just got an update from ESPN, and it says that Matt Madsen won both their volleyball games tonight in his league.
All right, great.
Yep, that is, I guess, and supposedly he is going to be in one of the top 10s for the best of the day. So I'm sure Matt has been hard at it in his volleyball league
That's
tonight.
I think that's ESPN the Ocho that covers that volleyball league.
Yes, I'm sure it is the Ocho. And we keep talking about Matt this way. We're going to get another text from him here. The update being, stop talking about me.
The Lynx with the ball and the 17-point lead. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Hunter Hendricks with the drive, dishes it out to Reese.
Good defense by Jack Eichholt, keeping him in front of him.
And the Lynx get the rebound there. Christensen with the board. Back outside of Hendricks, he finds Johnson.
Good rebound by Cy.
Falcons pushing the ball. Cy keeping it himself coast to coast.
Nice
and he
bucket.
nails it.
Nice job, Cy.
40-25, 3:30 left to go here in the third. Johnson to Hendricks. Hendricks, easy rider to the basket and in there.
Yep.
42-25.
He just froze Jack with that little hesitation dribble, and it's easy for even good defenders to get caught with that.
Gass top of the key. He's going to use that footwork and that body
Yep.
and that height, and he gets fouled and one.
One.
He's really having a stellar game. He's going to go up and play with one of your kids up at Briarcliff.
Yes, he will be. He is a Briarcliff commit, and we're very excited to see him up on the hill next year. He will do a really nice job for Coach Svagera in the program.
That's up on the mountain up there, isn't it?
That
Is that a hill?
Yep, it's, well, the cliff.
Up on the cliff.
On the cliff, which is really just a big hill. You know,
At the end of the day.
It's a little ambitious calling that a cliff, but he's going to get along great up there at Briarcliff. It's a great school. Of course, I'm pretty biased, but I mean, it's been a great school, been a great environment, and for a kid coming from St. Albert and Council Bluffs, going to Sioux City, which is a lot like Council Bluffs, and going to a place like Briarcliff that is very, very similar to St. Albert. Great family environment, great family community kind of feel. I think it's going to be a really good fit for him.
2:35 left to go here in the third quarter. Falcons and Lynx exchange a couple of misses, so it's still 42-27. And good defense by the Falcons. We got a 3-on-1 fast break. Addison keeps it himself.
Yep.
And he's going to get blocked by Noah Sandboth. Good defensive play. Didn't foul him. Out of bounds to the Falcons. And Asdell will check it in. And it looks like Isaac Sherrill checking in
Isaac
for
coming in.
Jared. And Asdell finds Patterson in the corner. Oh, right inside to Isaac. He wastes no time getting a shot off. Blocked, gets his own rebound.
Oh.
And then he's stripped. Still keeping possession somehow.
Yep.
Good play by Isaac.
Yep.
But ultimately the Falcons lose it. Hendricks bringing the ball up. He gets it to Christian. Oh, nice pass inside to Sandbop for the easy layup.
Boy, you know, you see the young man drive from the wing there. Just that nice little jab step. You know, just almost a forgotten skill in high school basketball anymore. That jab step and attack.
I mentioned Johnson wouldn't see much of the bench. He is on the bench now, but Isaacson really knows how to coach these guys. The court vision of a lot of these players is remarkable.
Without a doubt.
Really nice passing.
Without a doubt. And once again, ball was thrown to Coach Peterson. Everybody knows he's the best scorer in the gym. Trying to get him the ball. Trying to get him the ball. So.
Timeout. Not too many timeouts in that first half. It just kind of blew by.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. You know, and Falcons are struggling a little bit right now. But, you know, let's not discount the fact AL's got a really good ball club. They put some very talented basketball players on the court. And they're a matchup, you know, for any 1A school, they are a tough matchup. And, you know, the boys are doing some good things, but we've run into a heck of a little buzzsaw here tonight in AL.
And it isn't just Johnson. We mentioned he's being looked at as a sophomore by D1 schools, but the whole team, I mean, a lot goes through him, no doubt, but the whole team plays smart. They're always looking to pass. They know how to read the defense and be patient. So, yeah, as you mentioned, a lot of talent out there on the Lynx side.
And they can make a shot. You know, they're
good outside shooting.
Yeah, they put a lot of stress on a defense. You've got to guard everybody because their guys can make shots. And, you know,
that's hard when you want a double team number 2 out there.
Absolutely. And, you know, when you watch these guys, when they get open, we can't leave anybody open.
As I mentioned, that patience, they just work it around the perimeter. Good crisp passing. Dix with the ball now. He gets it to Johnson. Johnson reads the D. Gets it to Christensen. Gets doubled. Dix back out to Christensen on the baseline. Finds Evans. Works it to Dix, and then back to Johnson, who's going to drive, and the floater in the lane, no good. Reed Miller.
Reed Miller with the board.
Hughes with Johnson all over him.
Yep, there you go, Hughesy.
Gives it up to Lance Wright.
Let your teammates help you.
Lance going to drive. Ball's knocked out by the Lynx. Well, they're talking it over. Yep, Falcons ball. 43 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. 44-27 AL. They get it inside to Miller. Great pass from the inbounds, and then Miller gets fouled on his shot and one.
Boy, tough left-hand shot there by Reed. Nice job. Again, we can very much assume that came from his mother's side of the family, not his father's side of the family.
Since he shot at lefty, and you had Mahomes earlier, you're going to compare him to Harden now?
Exactly.
Misses the free throw, rims out.
I don't think Reed will ever grow enough facial hair to be Harden, you know?
You never know what you're going to get on this broadcast.
Exactly.
It's like a box of chocolates.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. Lynx with the ball now. Dix, top of the key. In no hurry to run their offense.
20
Johnson.
seconds left in the quarter.
This is where announcers make their money, Jeff.
Absolutely. This is
The kill zone.
this is the hard work here.
Oh, Johnson tries to drill between
Yep.
his legs and nearly has it stolen, but
Oh, timeout by Coach Isaacson.
Didn't like what
4.3
he saw
seconds
there.
to go. Yep.
didn't want to see Rollis get nearly his 50th
Yep.
steal on the season. How about that? 45 steals heading into this game.
I know. I know.
In only 19 games. I mean, that's over
Yeah.
2 steals a game
Yeah.
if my math's right. My
Yeah.
high school algebra is right. Yeah, that's right.
I'll tell you what. You watch how long Sam is. His length, his athleticism, man, he is.
And he
just
can jump.
Oh, absolutely. And he is just a freak out there. And when he jumps, he like hangs in the air forever. I
Mhm.
mean, he is a lot of fun to watch, and he's going to be a lot of fun to watch these next 2 years.
Good instincts, too. He's not just jumping erratically. When
Yep.
he jumps, he usually gets a paw on the ball if he's playing defense.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
All right, I think we filled that timeout okay, Jeff. That
We
was
did a
Matt
great job.
Madsen-esque.
That was very Matt Madsen-esque.
Lynx with the ball, 4.3 left on the clock. They're going to work it to the baseline. Dix with the shot from the baseline, and no good. That's actually the same spot that Lewis Central missed their last shot
Yep.
at the end of regulation when it was 52-51 Falcons. 44-29 through 3 here. And let's get another sponsor read in. Kelly's Carpet, a long-standing supporter of St. Albert Schools and a friend of St. Albert sports fan. This game's brought to you by Jan Hughes and everyone at Kelly's Carpet and Furniture of Council Bluffs. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, area rugs, tile, stone, luxury vinyl plank, or laminate, Kelly's Carpet and Furniture of Council Bluffs is the last number you need to remember when it comes to your floors. They provide a free in-home estimate, work with you on interior design ideas, and even offer different financing options. Be sure to contact Kelly's Carpet and Furniture of Council Bluffs for all your flooring needs. And when you see Jan, tell her hi from her friends at St. Albert Sports Fan. What'd you see in that third quarter, Jeff?
You know, AL came out, you could tell with a purpose, tried to take control of this game.
Mm-hmm.
And they were very efficient offensively, and they were tenacious on defense. And yeah, go ahead. You know, St. Albert had some good looks. We didn't get them to fall, but AL came out with some intention to guard and to guard strong.
We mentioned the city title on the line. AL beat TJ 68-42 in their first meeting. Then they beat them 65-40 in their second. And then they knocked off Lewis Central 51-43. St. Albert just last week beat TJ 53-41. And then, of course, the game we keep alluding to, Lewis Central 52-51 St. Albert. So 5-0 these two teams are against the other city teams heading into tonight. And the winner of this game will be the city champion.
Yep. Lance with Lance with a good three.
And Lance
Open
says,
the
not
quarter.
so fast, Lynx.
Yep, exactly.
We're not going away just yet. 44-32,
Exactly.
7:40 left to go in regulation.
We just got another update from our broadcast buddy, Matt Madsen. He is going into full Harry Carey mode. He is headed to the bar.
Oh, and they answer.
Lynx
Hendricks.
answer with three.
Hendricks answers. The voodoo child with the three. 47-32. Oh, right.
Lance.
Looking him off. Oh,
Oh.
and it rims out.
Good look by Lance.
That looked Harden-esque, actually.
Yeah, that did.
He looked down at him
Yeah.
and then put it up. You got to make it, though, to get on SportsCenter. Oh, nice save by Evans. Hendricks, nice pass into Johnson, and he misses the bunny. Rebound, Reed Miller. Have you heard that one before?
We've heard that many times tonight.
While you were giving us a Madsen update, Rollis had another tip ball on defense. Didn't get the steal, but he did get his hands on it. He was top of the key. He's going to drive, get aggressive.
Good drive by Husey.
A little hard off the backboard. Lynx with the rebound. Johnson, the little one-hand whip pass to the outside. Hendricks finds Reese. Oh, I'm sorry, Dix. Dix with the miss. Long rebound to Rollis, and he is hacked as he tries to bring it up court.
Reach by Johnson there. Sammy tried to get by him.
I think that's, I believe that's his first. I'm not sure. I'm not the mad statter.
Yeah.
So
Second.
second? Okay, thank
Second
you.
on Johnson.
Thank
Yep.
you. Let's just look
Scoreboard
at
helps
my
me
partner
out.
here.
Yeah, the scoreboard helps me out. So
That's a good.
I'm
That's a
trying
good. trick. You look
I
at the
try to come
scoreboard
off
every now
smart.
and then.
Yeah, just check and let them trust what they tell you. Coach Peterson with 30-second timeout.
47-32 AL, 6:17 left to go here in the fourth quarter. 16 fouls for the Lynx, only 1 for the Falcons. So next foul by AL, and we will be in the 1-1.
Yes.
Which, like you mentioned, that's how you get back in the ball games. You score points when the clock is stopped if you're trying to overcome a huge deficit like that.
Absolutely, you do, and you know that's your best help, is having the clock stopped and the ability to score. Well, the Falcons will open up. When do they open up their first round? Is it next Thursday night?
Thursday night, Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Bring a date to the game.
Bring a date to the game, and I know it's on Good Old Sports Fan that they'll be playing
versus Heartland Christian or Essex
Yep.
at 8 p.m.
Yep. Nice shot by Lance.
47-34.
Falcons are not out of this yet. You know,
Not by a long shot.
No.
6 minutes left.
No. I mean, we may need a little help from AL, but we're not out of this thing.
Hendricks from the top of the key. Misses. Rebound. Gas. You almost have to score every time you have the ball when you're down this big in the fourth quarter. So this is a really important possession here. They all are important.
Oh.
Gas tries to work it inside, and guess what we're going to get? Free throws.
Yep. Clock has stopped. Opportunity to score. And 2 more fouls. Will be shooting 2.
So 5:46 left to go in this game. 47-34.
Johnson's on his way back in.
Sam Rollis going to shoot the 1-1. Yeah, and playing Lewis Central and Ale back-to-back to end your season.
Yep.
I don't care who you are. That's going to get you ready for Class 1A.
That's going to get you ready for Class 1A, and that will certainly get you ready for your first-round opponent, either Heartland Christian or Essex. You know, they're going to be – Falcons will be ready for that, and, you know, Sammy was second on the way, also good.
Clutch in the fourth quarter like he was last week.
Absolutely. Cuts the lead down now to 11.
47-36, 5:40 left to go. Falcons showing press. Johnson going to drive and find Dix wide open in the corner.
Yep, big shot.
It's tough when they can all make shots, as you mentioned earlier.
Push that lead back up to 14. Falcons were trying to get that thing down into single digits, and oh wow,
no call. And then a no call on the other end either.
Yeah,
it's like they missed a couple fouls.
Wow,
one on each team. Nice pass by
nice
Hughes to get to Rollis.
Sammy.
Just misses the layup.
Yep.
Good defense by the Lynx. Hendricks going to find Johnson. Secures it on the baseline. He's doubled. Finds Dix in the on the baseline for another 3.
Wow.
Too many shooters.
Yeah, it's just they put a lot of pressure on your defense.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to guard everybody the whole time, and
a charge on Gas as he was driving and found Miller in the corner, but not before he fouled.
Yep.
55-36,
Yep.
4:49 left.
Coach
and
Peterson wants a full timeout.
We'll take advantage to talk about Southwest Orthodontics. Southwest Orthodontics Associates, your hometown orthodontist, creating beautiful smiles. Southwest Orthodontics Associates offers convenient 7 a.m. before school appointments, and they make a beautiful smile for my daughter Kennedy. Visit one of Southwest Orthodontics' 8 area locations, providing care for kids, teenagers, and adults. Learn more today at swortho.net.
I saw your daughter up here earlier, and I was just about to ask you if by chance your sponsor happened to also be
That's right, Intermouth, all the braces.
Exactly,
yep.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'll tell you what, I know I say this every time, but boy, that before school appointment thing would have been wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
When we had our kids going through braces. Boy, being able to get their braces adjusted and then to school rather than have to interrupt the middle of your day. Boy, that would be a great benefit.
Any convenience that can be offered for these working families of St. Albert is huge, and we're glad Southwest Orthodontics Associates provides that. All right, final 4:49 of the game here, 55-36. Every time we cut into that lead, it was 5 in the second quarter. They pushed it back out.
Yep.
You know, we got it down to about 11 just now, and you look
Got
up,
to
and now we're
19.
down 19. So.
Yeah. This AL offense, boy, oh boy, they can put points together quickly. Yeah, it just feels like it was just moments ago we were up 11, and now you're looking at, you know, trying to keep them from going up 20 in this defensive possession here.
Hunter Hendricks with the ball. It's going to get doubled on that zone. Oh, they find that's Tidiane wide open down low. He's patient with the pump fake.
Yeah, nice play. Oh boy.
Falcons turn it over. They find Hendricks, who works through a purple haze and finds Dix in the corner. He nails it. 60-36, just like that, a 24-point Lynx lead.
Is that their third or fourth three of the quarter?
Probably their fourth. It feels like their fourth.
I know.
It might be his third.
Yeah, it feels like about their 10th, but yeah, I know they've hit at least 3.
Miller's going to find Cy Patterson, who shoots it over to Annisdale. Gets it over to Rollis. Top of the key. He's going to shoot the 3, and why not?
Yep.
Misses it. Good defense. He was played tight there by Caden Baxter. Checking into the game, Alex Stogdill for the Lynx. Looks like they're getting a couple new guys in there. Lynx Brown also checking into the game for AL. 60-36, 3:50 left to go in the ball game. 3 by Dix. Oh, he's in Fuego.
Yeah.
Yeah, 63-36. I'm not sure how many he has, but it's got to be approaching 20, if not there already.
Yeah.
Miller with the drive. Nice drive by Miller.
Drive by Jeff.
Just couldn't get it.
Didn't get the finish on it.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a heat check. I thought he was going to pull it up.
I did too. You know, a night like this has been good for some of our younger guys. I know it's not fun to get beat like this, especially in a city game. But for our guys to get to see if we want to be able to hang in against this kind of competition, what we as basketball players have got to get our skill level lifted to. You know, these AL guys can knock down shots.
Right.
And you know, I don't care all the different skills you can have in basketball. In my opinion, still the greatest skill you can have is to make shots. And, you know, that is the greatest equalizer of all. And here at St. Albert, we probably need to put in a little more work shooting the basketball. Well,
let's check the big white plug there. Yep, we're good.
Got it.
A little technical difficulty there, but we're all good. No break in the action, though, as my man Return of the Mac running the scoreboard down here for us. Appreciate that. And we have Dan Donor running camera. First time behind the camera for St. Albert Sports Fan. We thank all of our volunteers, including my man to the right here, Jeff Carley.
Oh, this has been so much fun, Spencer. I've really enjoyed it, and really appreciate the opportunity to come and do this.
Like I said at the top, I'd be yapping by myself if you weren't here. So the audience appreciates you doing this as well.
Well, we'll see the comments if that's the case or not.
Leave your comments about Jeff Carley.
Leave your comments below
on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Looks like Coach Isaacson cleared the bench.
Good hustle by Cy. Good hustle by Cy. Keep playing hard. You know, this game's kind of out of reach at this point, but it's good to see him continue to play hard.
Ethan Brewer and Caden Spray getting some run for the Lynx. And for the Falcons,
Sam Army, Ryan Generu, and Isaac Sherrill have just joined the play, along with Aiden Ansdell and Jack Eichholt. Probably here to finish out the next 2.5 minutes for the Falcons. We got to give a little special love to our computer guru guy here. This young man does a nice job, and he gets picked on all the time by me, and he takes it like a champ, and he's a Husker fan. He plays soccer. Oh, he and I just have nothing in common, and I just make his life tough. But I do not want to pick on him too much the next couple of years. This kid's a scrappy little devil. So, but his sisters do tell me that they still beat him up a lot.
Oh, is that true, Mac? You get beat up by your sisters? No, not really. You only have one? Okay.
Yeah, sister beats him up all the time, I hear. So she rules the house. He does a great job there on the computer.
And for our fans and audience, we are working to secure some rights for the postseason for both the boys and girls. Girls have the same rules as volleyball. We can only do audio live, and then after 24 hours, we can post the video as well. So we're just kind of working the schedules out, and we'll keep you updated on the website and through Twitter and Instagram in terms of which games we'll be broadcasting either audio and video, or which games we'll just be tweeting at. We'll always tweet at the games and make sure you're constantly updated on what's going on with Falcon and Saints basketball and all sports.
Well, and the place to always check for that is?
StAlbertSportsFan.com.
StAlbertSportsFan.com. Your number one resource for all things going on at St. Albert.
While Aiden's at the free throw line, might as well do a plug for St. Albert Sports Fan. For the latest news and information about all things St. Albert sports and beyond, be sure to check out StAlbertSportsFan.com. Live game broadcasts, video archives, audio archives, photos, and more photos. Every St. Albert event chronicled. Every St. Albert team covered. Alumni information, fine arts, mass schedules, you name it. StAlbertSportsFan.com has it. Your one-stop shop for everything St. Albert. StAlbertSportsFan.com.
During that read, Aiden got 1 of 2. And I'll tell you what, one thing that we here at St. Albert have to be so thankful for is Chris Williams and all those pictures that he takes.
Absolutely.
I can't imagine how many pictures of his that we have downloaded over the years with Jacob and Alyssa. And it's been thousands, I would guess. And he is at all the events. He takes pictures of every kid as if it was his own kid. I mean, he does such an incredible job. And it's fun watching him when we go, like, to opposing teams' places, because he'll put on the other team's T-shirt or sweatshirt color, so he blends in with the fans, so he can get wherever he wants to get.
Oh, that's smart.
It is. It's heady. When we were up at the Unidome, he was wearing a UNI T-shirt, so he could just troll around the Unidome anywhere he wanted.
Oh, that's
getting
perfect.
Pictures, yeah. I mean, he is very sharp, not only in just how well he takes pictures, but how he navigates around to get the best pictures possible.
We do thank Chris and all of our volunteers. I also want to give a shout out to Angela Gast, Jared's mom. She provides pictures for us as well at all the home games. Took a break tonight to enjoy senior night, but we really do appreciate all of our volunteers, whether you're behind the camera, on the computer, snapping photos, making me look good on the mic, whatever you're doing. We appreciate all the volunteers that help out with StAlbertSportsFan.com. And I know fans and parents and grandparents and people that don't live in Council Bluffs, they're very appreciative of all the hard work that gets put into it. And, you know, I can't talk about StAlbertSportsFan.com without thanking our man, Charlie Narmy.
Yep.
Without him doing the updates every day, we wouldn't be where we are today. So as we wind down this regular season, just a big, huge thank you to everyone that makes it happen for us.
Absolutely. And, you know, you hear from a lot of folks who have been really enjoyed this expansion into the YouTube broadcast. And people getting a chance to watch, you know, either from college and seeing their old teammates play, or grandparents. I mean, it's a great resource to give people more opportunity to follow the Falcons and Saints.
Yep, and it's not just sports. We did the Christmas choir. We do dance team videos. We try and cover it all as much as we can. And to your point, a lot of grandparents were appreciative of that Christmas choir video. They were able to see their grandkids perform.
Absolutely.
When normally they wouldn't have been able to do that. So.
Yep.
This game winds down. Looks like the crowd wants one of their players doesn't get a lot of run, get a bucket. That's always fun to see.
Student body happy to see that young man score.
Oh, nice move by Aiden. Doesn't get the layup, though.
Yep.
Looked a little George Gervin-esque there, a little Iceman.
Did. Yes, it did. That little looping finger roll.
One thing I can do is finger roll. Forgot how that commercial goes. Something like that.
Yep.
Matt would have nailed it.
He would have nailed it.
20 seconds left here to go. 67-40. Lynx are going to be your city champions for the 6th year in a row. They have not lost. We mentioned at the top of the broadcast since February of 2013 to a Council Bluffs City team. Remarkable run. 27 straight victories now.
Remarkable. And you know what? Kudos to them. Falcons kind of a tough night. You can be sure that they're not happy with this outcome. But you know what? These guys are now ready. Bring on the 1A teams.
That's right. Thank you, Jeff.
Let's see what you got.
And hopefully we'll hear from you in the playoffs. I appreciate it.
Sounds good. Thanks, Spencer.